Gragas, essentially, you know, he can do well into the Tryndamere, but also can be decent in the blind pick. And it looks like Chovy's playing Corki, so that's going to be the choice for this game.
Fast, but Varus and Fresh against Lux and Caitlyn can be very snowbally if one of the two gets a lead. So game, I wonder what we're gonna see here. First game ever this split for Gen G.
So much hype for this roster. So many big names.
Barrel and Deft able to get the crash here. And so that's a nice hook.
That is a big one. Barrel's in a lot of trouble. Way too much damage. Even the turret shot getting into the mix. First blood, a fantastic startup hook from Lahans is going to get that squishy Lux down.
Oh, and also Deft. Not.
Yeah, I mean, the Q is already down, and he reads the sidestep perfectly, and even gets flayed into turret range when there's no minions, so it's...
Right, between the Victor, the Caitlyn, and Tank Gragas will be perfectly suitable, but collapse coming through on Kingen here.
All right, let's see how Kingen deals with this. They're waiting for Chovy to make their way over with the package, but already the damage comes in. Doran's got the aggro on the turret, and he can just pop his ultimate, and that is easy peasy. 3v1. They do take down their second kill. It might even look towards the second Rift Herald.
This is a really nice sequence of steps there by Peanut. Lahans at the ready as well to take over his teammate, but oh, I don't think they've seen Kingen. Don't think the sweeper has spotted him.
Oh, Kingen is going to get on top of Lahans here, but he's easily able to flash away, but the damage is too much. Down goes the Thresh for now, and that makes it a 4-on-5 for this moment in time, but Kingen will immediately get burst down. Doran does a fantastic flank, and here comes Peanut, just shredding them down one by one, and Chovy, having all the room in the world, able to shell them with his missiles, is able to pick up a kill of his own, and this is going to go well as Peanut's still getting work done. This guy is on a mission, picks up a double, and Gen G just wiped the floor with DRX.
The health bars just completely disappear. Let's hear how many shoutings he does.
오케이, 나 이거 먹고 빅토르 어디 있음?
Oh?
He's like, where's Victor?
잡았어.
I got him. Imagine, well, you can see the poke damage already coming out there. Zeka down below half health, still trying to get in position, but Pyosik is late, and now it is way too late to try and find any kind of engage. Gen G get out with the Drake and the win.
Yeah, and the real issue here is that with the pathing they took, they're going to get a free mid lane turret as well as Doran.
Yeah, he goes in, and he's trying to stop them from getting the backs off. The teleport's going to come in, and Len says, no, you're not taking down my top laner. We will just back away and group up once again together. As Kingen's still on the chase here. Really nice preemptive flash from Ruler, expecting that play to come in, as they will also take down this turret.
A little bit more getting used there with I think Doran could have just let them be, let them back, still get the turret. Instead, you trade a couple of summoners, Ruler having to give up his, but honestly, he's been a complete non-factor this game, so I don't feel like the Varus is the focal point whatsoever. As DRX now trying to return the favor, getting caught here could be really bad. Gen G, you're standing right beside Baron, but Lahans, the watchful guardian, protecting the rest of his team.
Okay.
Even makes it home.
This time they get out. This chase has been going on for about a minute. We've been just chasing each other around the map. Peanut's here now. He's going to land that stun. Doesn't quite know that Pyosik is behind him, but again, Lahans is here. Peanut knows I'm super fed. Like, you're not going to get away from me. As in goes the ult, he's going to pop down the Xinjiao. Yes, they get the objective bounty of that top turret, but what is it going to matter if everybody goes down? Peanut's still on the chase, as is Doran. Huge poke comes out of Ruler. And that is going to be 2 kills so far. Gigantic play also comes in, make that 4 kills, as Doran looking for even a bit more. As I don't think he's going to find that, but it does not matter. Gen G massively on top. It's difficult. And Gen G, they're going to try to not waste too much time here. Using that Baron buff, taking down that bottom inhibitor turret. As, yeah, that's just about exactly what we would have expected, yeah. Seems good, seems fair.
Yes.
Corki, that is fed.
Corki gaming.
I mean, Varus didn't even hit anything. That was only Corki's big one.
I know.
So, you know. Imagine the potential.
Chovy's like, I want votes too. I did stuff. Oh boy.
Okay.
Well, that makes my job a little easier.
In goes Doran. He has his ultimate available. He's just going to spin to win. On top of the Lux as well. Pyosik will survive because he's Xin Zhao, and only because of that. As Gen G might show a little bit of mercy for now. They don't have any melee minions in here, but more are coming down. They're just going to play it safe, take the 2 inhibitors, and back away. Don't think they needed to do that, but yeah, but like, who's flanking
Wait,
who?
they don't know.
DRX are like,
see
wait.
him.
Yeah, they see Doran. But at the same time, it doesn't matter. I mean, the package is here for Chovy. DRX are kind of caught in the middle of nowhere. Chovy's behind enemy lines. The Lux just evaporates into thin air. And this one is just about as done as you could call it. Doran also getting extremely aggressive there on the bottom side. Doesn't need the kills, but he would love some more. He's only 2-0-8, but does look like Gen G just going to stop some backs and go for the victory. A very dominant one here in game number 1.
Beautiful game. Gen G taking a little bit of time to get going, but I say a little bit. It was like, what, 15, 10 minutes?
Yeah.
And with composition with much scaling,
Oh,
it's
no.
completely fine. Chovy's just going to pad the stats a little bit more. 1 death. Only 4 hands. And that's it. Wow.
I'd say that's worth, yeah. Somebody else died actually at the end there. Does look like it was Peanut. And if they win today, he will become a Gen G fan. I believe that is what the end of that said. You can see there was, you know, maybe 3 or 4 times where DRX got the gold lead.
Couple of seconds, Valdez.
Yeah, a couple of seconds of gold lead there for DRX. We were like, you run the risk if you pick it this early of getting countered. And in the past, you could just kind of blind pick Aphelios Thresh, and teams were like, okay, we're just going to pick a bunch of melee champions and just try to make it happen. I think teams have figured out over the course of many months how to deal with this champion. We've seen him many, many times. Played those, and now we're going to see him play one again as we do hop onto the Rift for game number 2 of Match 5.
As I say that though, Chovy's still level 2. Well, never mind.
He's pretty far up, and the chains will land. So now, only now will he see Pyosik, and it doesn't matter what champion you are, if you get that kind of reaction, Jonas Strong has no chill. He always zooms in when someone misses this.
I don't know about this.
This is
Wave coming in.
Extremely aggressive. The tether is going to land. They get on top of Deft. It's a lot of damage coming out, but Lahens will burn down, as they will trade the kills for now. This is going to deny a bunch of the CS going the way of Deft, and they're looking for more as the Q comes in. Peanut flashes away, and he makes that gank absolutely worth.
Really nicely done. Very, very well set up. As you already pointed out, Velda, the big thing there, of course, was that
He's getting his first strike gold. He's like, I don't really care what's happening with these guys. Wow, flash in, trying to get on top of Deft. There's so much damage coming out here. The last auto will be enough, and they take down Deft again. No flash, and Lahens still had his. That's going to be 1 kill into another. Lahens is just insane in this series. He sets up yet another couple of kills in the bottom lane and puts Gen G's bottom lane even farther ahead.
I want to highlight on the bot side wave. Should be harder, and yeah, we have the response here coming in. They don't want to take the risk. I say is Deft going into the chakrams. Pyosik and Beryl trying their best to make sure that he's fine, but Chovy making his way over.
He can definitely kill Deft here, and Deft is not going to respect it. He has his flash. He does not even bother, and that's just going to be Deft dead once again. Not the best feeling if you are a Deft fan. Has not been having a lot of fun in these series. I suppose in the early game of the first one it was okay. As Peanut is up in the top lane now, looking for the kick. They are inside the circle, and that should be an easy kill onto Kingen. Peanut and Lahens. We saw a lot of support and jungle duos doing work yesterday, and the last couple of days even. And once again, we're seeing it here.
Again, unless you're Doc Dom, you should heed those warnings, because teams have gotten better within the LCK at dealing with this pick. And you just don't really get to have the same impact anymore if you pick it early in the draft.
Peanut's here, and he's looking to get this kill down. Doesn't look like any smites are coming in, but Peanut is going to pick it up. He will trade his life eventually. Takes quite a while there, and that is a nice little shutdown into the pockets of Zeka. So, yes, you get the Chemtech Drake. It's decent. as we will have this big trade up in the top side. The Needles are throwing, but the Immortal Shield Bow keeping Doran alive in the lifesteal as well. And guess what? Lahans is in the top lane as well. You've seen him bot, you've seen him mid, and now
Yoshi going to be very, very sad about that as, oh, here they are again.
yeah, Beryl does have a stopwatch, and I think
one.
it will save his life because Peanut is in kind of no man's land here. He will get denied on the blast plant as he gets hooked in with the dredge line. So Peanut, he's having a lot of fun.
Doran is just not afraid of anyone or anything. And we might see a subsequent team fight coming through, though.
Peanut's here. And this time he has Smite, so let's see how he does. It's going to be Aphelios, actually Death, who does pick it up here for DRX. Doran on the flank gets in behind them. He does have that grip, but he is still taking a lot of damage. He will get the kill onto Xin Zhao, and Ruler just barely going to survive. But look at those needles coming in from King and doing a hefty amount of damage. And frontlining for his team. Deft does get it done, but guess what? Chovy is still alive. He was having fun on the top side of this fight, and he will be able to clean up the rest of it. It does look like Severum does come out, but that is a big missile to the back from Chovy, and they will even give him, actually they give it to Doran. Doran picks up the kill, and it's still a decent fight in the end for Gen G. So, nice try.
Who collapses on who?
They're trying to get onto King, and they're lining up for all the needles. He is surviving for a long period of time, but it will not be enough. He is just too far behind, as now Beryl will eat a lot of that damage. Zeka does a nice job on the back line, but that's only onto Leona, as Peanut gets the kick perfectly onto Deft, and Pyosik just barely trying to pick up one kill, and that will be it for him, as he does go down. Gen G just absolutely smashing them on the Rift, and now they're looking at the Baron.
Until it was not. This one just never was decent. Doran is just going to go in
no.
again, I guess.
Beryl!
Oh, that was mean.
Yeah.
Come on, Doran.
He was just trying to enable his support to get closer. And
It's like, I'm going to steal the POG votes this game. Not as tanky as Doran. Oh, I've seen this happen before. I think Grace Wind is.
He's fine. We saw Kana doing this yesterday. It's whatever. And, you know, he's still taking a lot of damage. The ultimate does come out from the Nautilus. Doesn't seem to matter. As Pyosik is going to get chopped down here on the bottom side of this fight. And Chovy will just be leading the charge with the Baron buff onto this middle inhibitor. 23 minutes in. Will Gen G go for the end now? Or will they go for that double inhibitor is basically the only question we have left.
Yeah, they can do whatever. Last time around they opted for safety. I think this time around as well, just making sure that even if everything goes horribly wrong from here, you have two inhibitors. They stick for another objective. As look at these health bars, Veldas. They can't do anything.
Yeah. Might as well just take both, right? Just take down both inhibitors. You've got the Baron buff going here. And it does look like they will actually just get into the portal. I feel like this is almost just for fun. They're like, well, let's get in the portal. Let's use the new Hextech Rift, and we will get out of here.
It keeps going the same way, and I don't think we're going to see a change here, unfortunately.
Well, Zeka does some damage.
Yeah?
That was pretty nice. Peanut not having as much fun this time around. That is an early ultimate there from Xin Zhao. Even has himself a stopwatch. Not going to matter. I enjoy the purchase. Very, very nice idea. As they decide not to flash out of that one, at least for Deft. So he's going to take a lot of damage. They're going to go for this last turret and end the game, you would have to imagine.
I don't think there's anything that can be done here. And it is just absurd levels of dominance from the entirety of the guys, you can end. You don't have to go back again.
They're going to go back again.
They're playing it clean.
Wait, no. Chovy's got TP.
Nah,
right? Surely he's just going to TP back. Like, Doran's going in there. The rest of the team is like, wait, no, let's wait it out. And Zeka's finally going to pick up a kill onto the Thresh. So he does get that going. Or not the Thresh, the Leona. No Thresh in this game. As the ultimate will come out here. Chovy doesn't seem to try to survive. He will just run away from that ultimate for as long as he possibly can. Now just frontlining, going to dodge everything with that stopwatch and let his buddy Graves do the dirty work. As in goes Peanut for the kill, even the kick coming in as they want that last one, and they will get it. GG, Gen G, smack them down 2-0. And out-damage the Graves as Chovy on the Corki.
No.
Graves is the champion in the end.
Yeah.
Thank you very much, guys. This is Season with the POG interview translation, joined here by the victorious Genji's POGs. First up, Peanut, how do you feel right now? It's been pretty long, and here with the live audience, it feels awesome. And I'm back in Genji as well, so I was a little bit nervous playing my first match, but I got lucky and we were able to get the win. What about you, Lihans? I don't think I played anything or done anything in game number 2, so I'm grateful that I won the POG. Thank you so much. Lihans, it's been so long since we played with the live audience. How are you feeling? I got too nervous in the first game, so Ruler was yelling at me, so I was able to play better in game 2. I would like to break down the draft first. Game number 1. Well, the opponents had lane prio just by looking at the champion matchup. Was that reflecting your confidence? Well, it's only the beginning of the split, so we can't really tell you too many details. But even though we were having some weaker side matchup, we knew that we were able to turn the game around in the later phase of the game, and it was mostly all about being nervous playing the first match. In game number 1, Peanut, you were popping off on Viego. And a lot of people are saying that Lee Sin, Xin Zhao, J4 and Viego are the top 4 champions in the current jungle meta. Yeah, I think those 4 are the most picked champion right now. And I also prefer those 4. They're very strong. Then which one is your favorite? Could you kind of make a tier list among those 4? It's only the beginning, you know. I don't wanna, open everything. I just wanna keep it a secret for now. Well then, Lihans. It was Varus Thresh in game number 1. In game number 2, it was Ziggs Leona. Genji tried something new down on the bottom lane. We practiced many different comps during the scrims and practices. So other picks were also available, but we had a lot of communication with Ruler, and we decided to play this. It looked really strong, so we wanted to try out on stage. A lot of people say bottom lane is so important in current meta. Peanut, as a jungler, do you like it? I hate it. I just hate it so much. I hope this meta ends as soon as possible. Because, junglers just camp bot, That's all they have to do, just camping bottom lane. So I hate that. Do you feel pressured to make those plays? Because it's out of my control, waiting for the bottom lane to kind of win the fight and have prio. And after the successful turret dive in game number 2, you said, oh, I was so scared because I had the turret aggro. Was that Ruler's call? Well, our bottom duo had prio, so yeah, we wanted to pull off the turret dive. And we were able to make a very clean kill. Rumors say that Genji is so strong in scrims. So how strong were you guys compared to the scrim potential? I think it was all we've got, 100% for me, but for Peanut, it was about 10% of scrim Peanut. That's not true. It was about 70 or 80% of my, scrim potential. Looking forward to seeing 100% of Genji scream form. And also, how was your teamwork with Doran today? Yeah, Doran, he literally makes so many calls in practice, so I really like it, because we can have more information and we can have better plays based on that. And today was the debut matchup score as a coaching staff as well. Did he give you any advice going into the match? Every time, he always gives us a lot of advice, and he's the best one that cheer us up before the game. Why are you laughing so hard? Just looking score, walking off to the low park stage, it was so funny and felt so new, He was wearing suits and he was coming in as a head coach. That was really interesting. Your next match will be up against Damwon Kia this week. What's your mindset heading into that big match? I'm pretty sure it's not going to be easy, but even though we had a bit of a tough matchup in our first match, we were able to get a 2-0 win, so we will continue this momentum on the Damwon Kia match as well. Yeah, we are facing up against a strong team next time, so I will do my best to put up a great show and have a great game. We have one last question. We have tons of Genji fans out here, and a message over to them as well. Yeah, I mean, I never thought that we would be able to see this much of a fans here, so thank you so much, and I hope the best for all the fans and also the best of luck to the LCK. Yeah, thank you for coming, and I hope everyone stays safe and sound. Thank you very much, guys. This will be the end of the interview from Lee and Peanut, and I'm gonna pass it back to our analysts. Thank you.